Hello once again, our most developed student. My name is Confident and welcome to the continuation of the factorization of a trinomial. And you guys know that we have been looking at this lesson and I did cover the first one, the second one, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and we did up to here. So we have covered already these. So make sure that you check the previous lesson. I laid some important foundation which we did here, calling it the product sum method. So we see we have already done these, we've been working, so this is the last one that we did. So I'm continuing now, going downwards. So let's look at this, and I keep on maintaining my product sum part here so that I don't lose it, because I feel like this is what will continue to be applicable across. So let's look at this one, x squared minus 5x minus 24. So we have here x squared minus 5x minus 24. Now if you're joining us for the first time, we used what is called the product sum method, and you can see what I'm multiplying. You take the first and the last. So I'm multiplying here this and this, that becomes my product. So what is my product here? It is, look at the sign, x squared times minus 24. It's negative 24x squared. You see, that is the product. Now what about the sum? Sum is the center number there, which is minus 5x. Very important this. Then we're looking at what? We're looking at the factors. And then I told you, when you come to the factors, it's factors of the product. So it's factors of what? Of 24, but I will say minus, we can put it in brackets, but for now, factors of 24. You'll see why I'm doing what I'm doing. So let's get the factors. So what are the factors of 24? Start with 1. 1 times 24 will give me 24. 2 times what? 12 will give me 24. 3 times 8 will give me 24. 4 times 6 will give me 24. You start from 1, and then you go to 2, you go to 3, you go to 4, 5. 5 won't work. Then we go to 6. 6 times 4. Then we can stop, because already 4 times 6 is 6 times 4. All these will give me 24. But the moment you are looking at this, whenever there is a negative, have another pair. Write it again. 1 times 24. 2 times 12. I told you this, we can do it without going all this stage. Then 4 times 6. You do it whenever you see a negative appearing. Why? When I multiply, I need a negative number. And remember, to get a negative, it means one number must be negative. So it can be either 1 was negative, 2 is negative, 3 is negative, 4 is negative. But we can think it in other ways. What if it was 24 that was negative? What if it was 12? What if it was 8? What if it was 6 and 4 was positive? All these, it either minus 1 times 24, or it's either 1 times minus 24. See that? Minus 2 times 12 or 2 times minus 12. But the maker is the sum. I need to get minus 5. So I put a plus, put a plus, put a plus. There will always be only one set that is correct. So if I say here, even if I add minus 1 plus 24, I can't get 5. This is too far apart. 2 and 12 can't give me a 5. They're too far. But here, be careful there. You see? But 4 and 6, even if I add them, 4 and 6, no. So even here, no, no, and no. But here, be careful. Now, calculator will help you now. Remember, I need to get a what? A negative 5. So let's add them. Minus 3 plus 8. Minus 3 plus 8. You see, the bigger number is positive, so automatically I'll get a positive. But I don't want a positive 5. I want a negative 5, meaning that's where now you'll be saying 3 plus negative 8. See, the bigger number must be negative. That's why this will work, but this won't work. There will always be one set. There it is. Since the answer is negative, so I'll also have a bigger number being negative. I told you, some they automatically find their answer. What they do, they just do put brackets like this. If you are struggling, you can go like that for now. You put x, then you see 3 was positive, so you say plus 3, and then 8 was negative, you say minus 8. You'll get your answer. You're good to go. But if you want to do it the right way, as I say, you write it again here to say, you can even take this off. Now I don't need this. Remember, we know our factors. It was what? 3 and negative 8. So I can come here and say x squared. Now it was plus 3x minus 8x. That was the what? That was our 5x there. Negative 5x. Then minus 24. So this part is now this part. Do you see what's happening? So 3 minus 8 is minus 5. That's what you're doing. But you have changed it from what? From 3 terms to 4 terms. That's why you can apply factorization by grouping. Take the first one, x is common, so it's x plus 3. Then always take a positive first. 8 and 24, 8 is common. Now, you can see actually negative as common, but let's take a positive. So it's negative x, negative 3. See? So you can see now, if it's x like this, it's x plus 3. Now, the moment things are a bit different, x plus 3 minus x minus 3, interchange the signs. 8 was positive, now it's negative 8. Negative x become positive x, negative 3 become positive 3. That's how you do the next stage. Then look at it, it's the same now. That's the aim. Make it the same. X plus 3, outside the bracket is what? X minus 8. Done. That's how you factorize that. Difficult? Not really. Can you do it? I think so. So let's get it done and move on to the next one. So we are here now on number, there it is, a squared minus 6 plus 9. I'm not going to take much time now. Let's try that one. It's a squared minus 6a plus 9. Am I right? Let's check it out. A squared minus 6a plus 9. All right. You do the same thing now. Let's do it much faster. We're looking for p being positive 9. You can just actually forget about the a. S being negative 6. Factors, you see, I need factors of 9. 1 times 9. 2 is not going to do. 3 times 3. That's the end. I must get a 6. So obviously this is out. This can give me 6. Either if I put that is 3 plus 3, but 3 plus 3 will give me positive 6. What about the second version? Minus 3 minus 3. There it is. See, minus 3 minus 3. If I add this, it will give me minus 6. So there it is. So it's minus 3 minus 3. If you want, you can actually get the answer like this. And then you say x. You say x. It will be minus 3. It will be minus 3. Then you're done. You see? But now if I'm doing it the way, actually I said x. Yes, sorry about that. It's supposed to be a, not x. So put a there, put a, right? But I'm saying, if you have to do it the way, you just do this. Say a squared minus 3a minus 3a plus 9. Then you take out a in the first one, it's a minus 3. And I said always take out a positive. There is 3, it's minus a plus 3. You see? Then because the signs are different, you say a minus 3. We did this previously. Now look at this. It's a minus 3, but it's minus a plus 3. So interchange. Positive 3, negative 3. Negative a, positive a. Positive a, negative. You interchange. That will match that. So it's a minus 3. And then it's what? It's a minus 3. See that? If you want to continue, you can say squared, which is a minus 3 squared. Not 2, but it's squared. That is that. Difficult? I don't think so. You just need to know your story. Alright, done that. Let's come here. We're looking at this. 2x squared minus 12x plus 16. Important now. 2x squared. 2x squared. And then it's what? It's minus 12x plus 16. Minus 12x plus 16. For now, don't panic. You just see that 2 is what? 2 is common. So you take out 2 first. Factorize that 2. If you cancel out the 2 here, x squared will remain. 2 into 12 is minus 6x, and then 2 into 16 is plus 8. You see, that is what they wanted. They were just confusing you there. Then from there, you focus on the inside. That's where you do that. That's your product, the inside. Your product is not that 2, it's the 8 times x, which is positive 8x squared. You see that? Your sum, which is the sum there, is minus 6x, no longer minus 12. It was gonna work even if you do it like that, but focus on this. This is the way to do it. First factorize where it can be factorized. Your factors are the factors of 8, and I told you now to say when you're looking at factors, it's 1 times 8, it's 2 times 4, is 4 times 2. Those are the 2 factors. You want to get a 6, this one won't work, but that will work. For me to get a 6, not only 6, a negative 6, what must happen? You can see that to get a negative 6, it's either this is positive. If you say 2 plus, if I put a plus here, 2 plus 4, it's a positive 6, but I don't want a positive 6. Minus minus will work. Minus 2 plus minus 4, you see? Minus 2 plus minus 4 is what? It's negative 6, which is what I want. I want that. But don't say 2 plus 4. It gives you a positive 6. You need both of them negative. It's either both of them are positive or both of them are negative, you see? So that's what you do there. So now how do you continue this? This is what you do. Let me take this off. Remember, it's minus 2 and minus 6. So you come here and say equal to 2 bracket x squared. Now where there is that 6 is minus 2x and minus 4x, and then plus 8. Oh, by the way, if you can say, can you do that quicker like the way you did? Yes, you just put 2, put your brackets like this, and then it was what? X, we say it is minus 2x minus 4. That was going to be your answer straight away. Are you with me? But here you maintain your 2 also. Look at the first 2, x is common, put another bracket. So what is there? X into x squared is x minus 2 there. Alright, plus 4 and 8 is 4 is common. 4 there, cancel 4 is minus x. Be careful, when I cancel out the 4, I'm not getting x, but I'm getting a minus x. 4 into 8 is plus 2. You see, but don't forget, I open this one, I must close it. Then there my inner bracket equal to 2, and then x, and then x minus 2. The brackets are not yet the same. Take out a negative. Now it's minus 4. Negative x is x, positive 2 is negative 2. Then close again. That is why I did that stage. Then equal to 2. Do the same. X minus 2. Outside the bracket is what? X minus 4. Look at it. There it is. You can test it with the calculator if you want. Choose any value. Test. When we say test here, you choose any value of x. Let's say let x be equal to 7, for example. So I think I've told you enough here how you go about testing. If x is 7, you say 2 bracket 7 squared minus 12 bracket 7 plus 16. What answer do we get? 30. We do it here also. 2 bracket 7 minus 2, and then 7 minus 4. It must give us 30 also. There, you see, when answers are matching, we're good. Alright, I hope you guys are learning here, and I hope these things are making practical sense to you. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, I'm going to take out that. Next one. Careful now, careful now, careful now. Careful, careful, careful. Negative x squared minus 2x plus 8. Let's do that. Negative x squared minus 2x plus 8. Is it something that you need to worry about? No. In this case, when they do that, it's similar to the previous one. The negative is the one that is disturbing you, right? The better way I would advise, take out that negative. Do this. When you take out the negative, it means everything inside interchanges. Negative now become x squared here that negative 2x become plus 2x. You see how it changes? That positive 8 become minus 8. That's how you can work. Protect it outside, then you can apply the normal product sum inside. This becomes your product, the center becomes your sum. You understand what I'm saying? So in here, then we've got your what? Just like we did on top, still the same way. Look at it now. You have got your what? Product, which is what? We use this one. Product is negative now. Don't worry with that negative outside. You're focusing on this 8 times minus x, negative 8x squared. Sum is positive 2. Factors are the factors of 8, which is 1 times 8, which is 2 times 4. We've done this like this. But now, careful now. We are looking at getting a sum of 2. So the first one is off. 1 and 8 can give me a sum of 2. But here I can get a 2. Look, the bigger number has to be positive. Why? Because it's positive 2. So if I add this, you can see that how do I get a 2? Let's say I'm working like this. 2 and 4, how can I get a 2? Let's take a calculator. The calculator will work it out for us. I need to get a 2. If I say 2 plus 4, obviously that's around 6. But if I say 2 plus minus 4, let's say 4 is negative. See, I'm not getting a positive 2. It means the bigger number has to be positive, the smaller number has to be negative. So minus 2 plus 4, there it is, 2. So it means it's minus 2 plus 4. Do you see how these things can be done with a calculator like that? So if you want, you can get your answer straight away then from here. You say equal to minus, and then you put your brackets, and then you say x, and then you say x. It was minus 2 plus 4. That becomes your answer. But if you want to do it the right way, you come here. We said it was minus 2 plus 4. Don't forget that. So we come here and say here minus bracket x squared minus 2x. Even if you say plus 4x, doesn't matter. You can start with 4, is still fine. Don't forget to close the bracket. Negative is outside. You see what's common in the first two? It's x. Then you've got x minus 2. And then plus what's common there is 4. 4 the x, 4 into 8 is minus 2. Close that and close that because we opened it. You see? Don't forget there is this bracket which you must close. Minus, and then x minus 2 is there now. It's x minus 2. And then outside is x plus 4. If you want to put another one like this, it's still fine. Like even here, if they said, if you are saying can't we put a bracket there, it's still fine. But that's the answer. Even the first one, it was correct. They won't penalize you. Alright. So far, so good. Let's move on to the next one. The next one, that one. As I say, don't panic. What is this one saying? X cubed. Don't panic. Minus 12x squared plus 27x. Don't panic. It's still not complicated. They just want to kind of check to say, are you able to solve this? Look, x cubed, you don't apply product sum on a cube. It must be squared, please. So now the good thing is x. See, I can actually first take out x from 3, it will be x squared. That's what you must do. From x squared, it will be minus 12x. Take out x from 27, not take out, actually divide, is plus 27. Do you see that I'm cancelling out the x? Then from here, when you see the squared, you can apply the rules. So here equal to, then you apply here, inside here. That's your product. The sum is the center. So what is our product? Our product here is positive x, and 27 is 27x squared, but it's positive. Our sum is minus 12x. Now factors of 27 is equal to 1 times 27, 2 we won't do, and then it's 3 times what? 3 times 9, 9, 18, 27, right? And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are the two factors. Now I need to add these numbers. If I'm to add them, okay, let me choose another marker. I need to add them. It must give me a 12. So the first one, no, but the second one can give me a 12. How can I get 12, negative 12 from 9? If I say 3 plus 9 is 12, yes, but I need a negative, so it's minus 3 minus 9. Let's try it. There is what you do on the calculator. Rely on the calculator. 3 plus 9 is 12, yes, but I need a negative 12. That's why both numbers now must be what? Negative. See, it's a negative 12. That's why I say it's either you have got to get a, actually there's another one, just a window here. To get a 27 that is positive is either you are saying 3 times 9, get what? 27, or it's minus 3 times minus 9, you get what? 27. Hence we said add this version, not this one. This one, if you add, you get a positive 12, but this one you get a negative 12. You see why it stays. Alright, then from there, you know it was what? Minus 3 minus 9. Alright, I told you if you want to get the final answer straight away, you get x and then you say x minus 3 and x minus 9. You can get an answer like that, it's still fine. But if you want to continue it here, you continue and say x, and then you've got x squared minus 3x minus 9x plus 27. See, x always remains outside. Now first common in the first is x, right? So it's x minus 3. Always take out a positive 9, is negative x plus 3. Then from there we are able to interchange the signs. X is still outside. See, I opened but I didn't close it here. So x, it's x minus 3. Now positive 9, negative 9. I interchange negative x, positive 3. It's a negative 3. Close, close. Then I continue again. This is equal to x. I know it looks long because this was just the answer straight away. It's up to you. What is in the bracket? X minus 3. Outside the bracket, x minus 9. See, there it is. It's still good if you choose that one, but it's up to you. You need to know what you're doing. I'll show you why I say that. Alright, I think there's two problems that I did bring in which uses a different method there. Alright, so that one's good. Let's come to this one now. Pay attention in the last these last three. Pay attention. This one is 27x. Look at this, 27x, okay, and then plus x squared minus 90. Okay, they made it big, but it's big for nothing, you know. If we had to say, hey, it's just big for nothing, you know. Don't be scared by big things. Look at what they did, and then I wrote for you general form. Look what I did here. I said general form. It must start with ax squared. X squared must start. So when you write this, you say equal to x squared must start. So how do you write it? This is number 1, followed by bx. This is number 2, followed by c. This is number 3. Very important. Don't forget that. So you write this as x squared. Number 1, number 2 is positive, see, because there is no sign, meaning it's positive 27x. Number 3 is minus 90. See now, don't start saying I want to multiply this and this. You'll get it wrong. Then you're like, it's my product, and then this is my sum. Look at your sum now. Something is wrong with your sum. The sum must only have x, not x squared, and the product must have x squared, not 27 times 90. It will have x. Okay, be careful there. You need to follow the right procedures. All right, so now there your product will be fine here. You see that product, and your sum is the center. You agree with me? So please do the right thing. So let's work it out together then. So now if we look at product, we say it's negative 90. Even if you didn't put x, is fine. Sum is 27. What is needed are the numbers, factors. What are the factors of 90? 1 times 90, 2 times 45. Still fine. It's a long number. 3 times 30. We continue. I can even stop here because if you know what you're doing, you don't need to go further. But let's try 4. What is 4? Divide 4 into 90. Let me see what it gives me. But I already the answer. I can, if you are working with me and you've been doing this, you can actually see the answer, right? The factors. Let's say 90 divided by 4. See, it's not a factor. 90 divided by 5 is 18. 5 times 8. As I say, I want to continue it, but I think I can continue, but look at it. There is the factor rate. This one here, if I put a plus, a plus, a plus, a plus, look at this. The first one can't give me 27, no. 2 and 45 can't give me 27, no. But there it is. Here I can get a 27, because if I say 30 minus 3 already is 27. Do you see that? Now I take a calculator. I have to find out the signs. I need a positive 27. So if I say 30 minus 3 is what? 27. So look at it. I can have the two numbers. If I say 3 plus, I said minus 3 plus 30. What did it give me? 27. I'm adding. So 3 must be negative. And then minus 3 times 30 is what? Negative 90. So it passes the sum, it passes the product. You see that? So that is what you just have to focus on. So it's minus 3 plus what? Plus 30. So if you look at this, these are factors here. You can write it here. F is equal to negative 3 and 30. You can write it there. But you can actually find the answer. That's where the answer is also. Remember I told you the shortcut. So you come here, open those brackets, and you're going to say x minus 3, and what is it? X plus 30. Are you guys preferring this quicker version? But if you're taking it longer, that's where now you've got x squared, then minus 3x. Remember it was minus 3 plus 30. This is still important. I'll show you later in the next two. You'll see why. So x is common. It's x minus 3. This was x here, sorry. Plus 30 here. It's x. 30 into 90 minus 3. So you've got that x minus 3. It must be the same. Outside the bracket, it's x plus 30. You can test your answer. I showed you how to do. Choose any value of x. You put it in the first original. You put it in the final answer. Alright. So that is that, guys. But I'm interested now. There it is. Please pay attention. Now, let me write here NB. We are changing the gear. NB, NB, NB. We're changing the gear. The next ones, I know you're tired, but pay serious attention. Look at this now. We have got a number before. 2x squared plus 11x plus 5. Let me write this one down. 2x squared plus 11x and then plus 5. And then when I say NB, I mean NB. Take note. Alright. Look at this now. We have got a number. It matches exactly the general formula that I gave you. A is now 2. B is 11. C is that. All of them, we didn't have this one. It was not there. It was like this. That's why things were simpler. But if I bring the 2, the game changes. Now, why am I saying that? That's where now you must rely on the product sum method. Look, I take this, I get my product. So let's have the product. What is the product? Remember, it's 2 times 5. So it's 2x squared times 5. You see? So what is it? 2 times 5, it's 10x squared. You see, I'm writing it down intentionally so that you don't miss things. What is the sum? The sum is always easy. It's the center number. That is the sum. which is plus 11x. I'm doing it so that you can remember this. Now I'm looking for the factors. The factors of what? Factors of what? Of the product. Factors of 10. It's always factors of the product. So factors of 10 is equal to 1 times 10. It's fine. Which is equal to 2 times 5. And then we don't have any. Those are the factors of 10. From these factors of 10, I'm looking for two numbers that when I add them, I get 11. So since everything was positive, you can see that this one is out. 2 plus 5 is 7. But if I add here, 1 plus 10 is 11. So if everything is positive, then the factors also will be positive, which is simpler here, 1 plus 11. Now that's where you cannot do this now. You cannot come and say this, and then you say x, and then you say plus 1, x plus 10. This time it will be wrong, because if I say x times x, remember expansion, x times x now will become x squared. Where is the 2x squared now? Do you see the problem now? Do you see the challenge I was telling you about? So let's show you how you go about it. That's where now it's important to focus and follow what we were doing in terms of the longer route, which was what? 2x squared, where there is 11x. Remember we said 1 plus 10, which is plus 1x plus 10x plus 5. You see, very important method. You check the first two and the last two. 2x there, x is common. X into 2x squared, cancel the x, you are left with 2x here. Then cancel x there, is plus 1. See? And then what's common here? Plus 10x plus 5. 5 is common. 5 into 10 is 2x. Cancel 5 into 5 is plus 1. Look at the difference in the answers now. Look at how this answer is different. Now 2x plus 1, you write in the brackets. 2x plus 1. What is outside the brackets? X plus 5. Do you see that the answer is totally different from x plus 1, x plus 10? Do you see how it's different? There it is. And you remember when you do the FOIL method, if I multiply x times 2x, there is my 2x squared. See? Are you seeing what's happening there? Then if I say x times 2x times 5 is plus 10x, you see that? And then 1 times x is plus 1x, and 1 times 5 is plus 5. Remember, when I expand, I must get the same thing, which is 2x squared. 10 plus 1 is plus 11x plus 5. Back to the original that it gave me. Remember, opposite of factorization is what? Is expansion. But of course, you can test this in the other version I told you about. Before expanding, you just choose any value of x in the original, and then you choose any value of x. So let's say maybe you say, let my x be equal to test. Remember, it's test. Let my x be equal to 3, for example. So what you do, you take a calculator, put 3 on both sides. Then the answer, if the answer matches, you know that my answer is correct. Let's do the first one. 2 bracket 3 squared. We said x is 3 plus 11 bracket 3 plus 5. I'm getting what? 56. Let's do the final one. 2 bracket 3 plus 1. Then close it, open it. 3 plus 5. It was what? 3 plus 5, not times 5. It was 30. Was it 56? I'm confused now. This is giving me what? 56. Let's go to the first one. 2 bracket 3 squared plus 11 bracket 3 plus 5. It must give us 56. 56, okay. So that is the answer, guys. Did you see what just happened? I hope you saw it. I'm going to do another one. There is another chance. There is another chance of another one. Let's do one more and then we call it quiz for the day. Alright. There it is. 2x squared. So we've done this one. Now try this one. Try it. Try it for me. It says what? Try it. 2x squared minus x minus 6. Can you try that and see what it gives you? So you pause this video, you try it, and then compare your answer. What is it saying here? It is saying 2x squared minus x minus 6. Can you try it, please? It's very important to practice also. You don't want to spectate as if I'm just an actor and you are a spectator. I'm busy acting and you're just watching. So it's very important, guys. You cannot just be watching. All right, look at this. 2x squared this. Very important. It's still under NB. There is my product and there is my sum. You see what I'm doing? So what is my product? Product is 2x squared times minus 6. It's negative 12x squared. Be careful. Your sum is minus x, meaning what? Minus 1x. Look at the factors. It's the factors of 12, which is 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. These will give me 12, but I don't want 12, I want minus 12, meaning one of them must be what? Must be negative. That one you already know, one of them will be negative. I know I can write another pair, but let's work with one pair there instead of writing another pair. Now look at this. When I add this sum, there is the sum, I must get minus x. So you can see that I cannot get just 1. Remember, minus x means minus 1x. I cannot get 1 in 1 plus 12. 2 and 4 is too far apart. 2 and 6, even if I subtract 6 minus 2, but this is the one. I want a negative, meaning the bigger number must be negative, the smaller number must be positive. Of course, let's test with the calculator if it works. 3 and then plus minus 4. Remember, I'm adding it. There it is, minus 1, you see. So if I add these numbers, 3 plus minus 4, I'll get minus 1. Are you with me? Hence, it will meet two conditions. If I say plus 3 plus minus 4, we got minus 1. Then plus 3 times minus 4, we got minus 12. Is what? Sum? Yes. Product? Yes. Because one number must be negative. Then at that stage, we come here and say what? And then we conclude. What did I do? I think I took out the right thing also here. I just wanted this out. So we conclude now and say this is 2x squared. So you see 3 and 4. So it's plus 3x minus 4x minus 6. Again, here you can't do that shortcut to say you do this. Why? When you see a number in front, you need to be careful. That's where is your NB. There must be only 1. If there is a number there beside 1, be careful. You can't just do this. X, then you say plus 3, and you say minus 4. No, not allowed. You follow the long route. Alright, then that's where now you take x, 2 and 3, nothing common, x, it's 2x. You see there's always another number there, 2x plus 3. Negative is positive, is common. Negative what? 4 and 6 is negative 2. Since the negative is out now, everything inside will be positive. So it's 2x, the negative 6 will be plus 3. See? Then there we go, 2x plus 3, and then we've got what? X minus 2. Factorized. Guys, you can test it, you can do whatever you want, but that's how we go about. I have covered the product sum method. I hope you will do it also. What can I suggest? You can come and redo all these. Give yourself, take yourself, for example, check your work again. Give yourself these problems. Try to work on them out. Trust me, if you can repeat these on your own, get them correctly. If you are struggling, check the videos again, rewind the video. Trust me, you are good to go. I've covered quite a number of different strategies or questions that they can bring in your exam. So we've come to the end of our lesson for now. Remember, I encouraged you need to be subscribed. Ensure you're part of the members of this channel. You are a family. Here we are a family. You know, we look out for each other. So also look out for your friend. Look out for your neighbor, whoever you know is in grade 9, also struggling with their mathematics. This channel is for someone who says, at times maths can give me a nightmare. It can make me struggle, and you know, it demoralizes when I get that low mark in the test. When says there is a test, I start panicking. I start, you know, sometimes I know the things, but it's the panic that gets me wrong. I make silly errors. That's why I made this channel, the 24-minute lesson. It is made with you in mind. So be careful not to take it for granted, because I had you already in mind. Remember, I saw you. I saw what you were going through. I already saw you before you came to this channel. I already had you in mind. You are already in my mind. You are a girl. You are a boy. I am crazy about you. That's why I'm bringing these videos for you. So make sure that you are subscribed, guys, so that this will be your tutor away from your teacher. All right. So this is the end of the channel. What is coming? Yeah, some more juice is coming. Some more juice is coming. Now, what is it that is coming? You want to know? Equations, algebraic equations. You see, equations are coming. That's why it's very important to subscribe. We're gonna solve this. It's not gonna be this introduction, but very important. But there is the most important part where you're supposed to solve such. Don't miss the coming lessons. We've come to the end of our lesson. Thank you.